A wise bear once told me, always keep marmalade in your hat in case of emergency. My name is Leandro Di Manriva. This is The Educated Barfly. ROTFLMAO, Dave the physical therapist, LOL. Was that you in the hot tub with your back to the camera?
Buddy and me, Larry Dolman. I used to be a cop.
Let's get into making the cocktail. So today's cocktail, the Paddington, was created by New York City barman David Slape for the opening menu at PDT in New York City. And it is obviously named after the marmalade-loving British bear of the same name. So awesome when I'm prepared.
Were you aware of Paddington before the movies that came out a few years ago?
Oh, of course, yeah. Paddington was like a big part of my childhood. Like all the books and stuff my mom would read. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna take some orange marmalade. I gotta do a ring, so I go. And we're just gonna do one heaping bar spoon. This is where all of the sugar content, that's not true, but this is where the vast majority of the sugar content in this cocktail comes from. Then we're gonna do half an ounce of lemon juice. I guess I could have prepped this ahead of time, no? Half an ounce of grapefruit juice. Half an ounce of Lillet, which is an aromatized wine. And if you don't happen to have Lillet, but you have Coca Americano, it will work just fine in this cocktail. And then we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of our Banks 5 Island Rum. Now this is the rum that was originally used in this cocktail, and so we're using it today, but that's not to say that other blended rums won't work. Just choose a white rum, and if you wanna choose like maybe the Plantation 3-Star will probably work fine in this cocktail, it'll be pretty good in this cocktail. So you can sub it out. Add some ice here, and our cocktail, and give it a nice shake. Double strain into our glass. You know what, Marius? I forgot to add a note about garnish. Aha, of course. And for our garnish, we're gonna take a nice swath of grapefruit and give it a little spritz over the top of the cocktail. Place it over the top of the cocktail like so. Marius, do you notice something different about me?
No.
No?
No.
I'm wearing this new t-shirt. It's a brand new t-shirt. So we got sent these t-shirts from this company called Into the AM, which is sponsoring our video today. These t-shirts are fantastic. I wear t-shirts mainly as my apparel, and I wear a lot of graphic tees. The Into the AM shirts, I have put them to the test, and I have dried them in the dryer, and I have worn them for a really long time, and I gotta say that the print quality is fantastic. It's a nice poly cotton blend that's a little bit thicker. It's a really, really comfortable shirt. And when I'm going through my shirts in the morning to put something on when I wake up, 9 times out of 10, I'm looking for an Into the AM shirt. So all you gotta do is click the link below and you get 10% off your order. And there's also a bundle deal that you can get, which is 3 graphic tees for $60 or 3 basic tees just like this one for $45. And I promise you, you guys will thank me for introducing you to one of the most comfortable t-shirts on the market. Give it a sip. Bright, nice for the season, very tart. You get all of that marmalade right up front, along with the lemon juice, making it kind of tart. You get a little bit of the tart bitterness of the grapefruit, but the grapefruit and the lemon combined sort of gives it this really tart, juicy flavor. You got sugar content coming not only from the marmalade, but also from the Lillet, and you get those nice sort of aromatic wine notes in there, and then the rum kind of providing the backbone of the whole cocktail. Incredibly pleasing, very, very nice cocktail. The jam is giving it a little bit more of a thicker consistency, maybe? I don't know, maybe I'm imagining that, but it's a little bit of a thicker consistency. It's also nice is when you keep the peel up here after you've expressed it, and as you drink, your nose hits the peel, you get that nice aroma of the grapefruit oil, and it enhances the flavor profile a little bit, giving you a little bit more of that kind of grapefruit pop. Really fantastic cocktail. So for those of you guys that don't know, PDT stands for Please Don't Tell. It's a bar in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, New York City. It was opened in 2007 and was in part owned by Jim Meehan, who's a legendary barman, who stepped aside and is now owned and operated by a guy named Jeff Bell. At the time that it opened, it was sort of filling a void in the bar scene in New York City. Milk and Honey had already sort of kind of changed the game, but PDT was the very first bar that was like speakeasy style, that just with really elevated cocktails, really focusing on seasonal ingredients, and then also very hard to find ingredients at times, and then really just trying to up the cocktail game and make it a very, I don't know, like almost like a fine dining experience. Please Don't Tell was also one of the very first bars that really opened in a speakeasy style, like actually creating a modern day speakeasy. It had no storefront on the street. There was no street entrance. It's not even an alley entrance. So you have to go inside a hot dog restaurant called Criff Dog, and in there, there's this old phone booth that actually looks kind of out of place. It's like this old school phone booth. You walk in there, you pick up the receiver, somebody answers on the other end, you put your name on a list, and then you kind of just hang out in Criff Dog until they come get you. And then the entire phone booth opens like a door, almost like a hidden, like those hidden doors inside a bookshelf, like a bookshelf door or whatever. The whole thing opens up like Harry Potter style, and you walk into this exposed brick, very small space. Today's cocktail was from the first menu that they did, and a very nice example of the forward-thinking approach that they take to drinks. If you guys are in New York City, I definitely recommend you stopping by PDT. And this one is absolutely worth a mix. You guys will love it a lot. There it is, guys, the Paddington. So if you like this channel, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you so much to all of our patrons and YouTube members for making this channel what it is. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do half the things that we are enabled to do, and we are just so very grateful for you. So thanks a lot. If you want to, check out our website at theeducatedbarfly.com. We've got some articles there, which we've been posting a little bit more of lately. We've got recipes. We have our virtual bottle program as well. It's definitely worth a poke around. So theeducatedbarfly.com, check it out, and see you guys on another time.
I buy the same jams.
Yeah, these jams are good.
Yeah.
French jams, yeah, they're awesome.
So I don't know if this is true. It sounds like kind of like a urban legend thing, but I read a story about it that some person was in the store looking at the jams, and then there was some old lady that was like staring at them or trying to like looking at the thing, trying to pick out something, and then I think he asked about it if he could help her or get something, and then she said that no, like she'd always buy this brand because that family helped her or her family escape the Holocaust.
Oh, wow, interesting. We should look into that.
So whether or not that's true or not, I don't know, but that the story goes like that.
That's pretty awesome. We should check that out.
So not only just
that sounds like a really interesting story.
Yeah. So not only just good jam, it's
well, also like what I love about this jam too is not only just like the paper label, and it's just very like it's like handwritten,
and those
are very classic.
Cheesecloth looking thing on top.
Yeah, but like so you like back in the day, I guess, you know, people would put a little checkered cloth on a bell jar, right? And so this is just like evoking that, which I think is really nice.
Yeah, we used to that,
but the quality of these jams is fantastic.
Yeah.
And they're pretty widely available in the US. I'm not sure if they're super available in Europe, but it's a French product, so I'm assuming that they're pretty available in Europe as well. But I can't speak to that, but they are pretty widely available here, so
yeah,
I like them.
Good stuff.
They're good stuff. We got to definitely check out that story though, because that sounds, I mean, that's pretty awesome. If that's true, that alone is a good reason to buy this product.
Right.
Cool.
All right.